have to celebrate the World Series. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I love the Fall Classic and the history of the Fall Classic, and there's so many kind of cool storylines. So, John, let's just start hitting home run balls, throw hard balls. Let's talk baseball.
Look at this headline: The Evil Empire versus O Canada.
That fits. Let's talk about the Dodgers. Let's talk about the Toronto Blue Jays. One there that we expected to be there. The other one who slugged and slogged their way through this. You got this gold standard Dodger pitching staff. And Friday night at 5 p.m., Blake Snell will start for the Dodgers. The guy's become a scientist rather than just a thrower on the mound. This is the most unique year that he's had, and he's only had a partial season because he was hurt. I think he's become a student of the game. Snell is 3-0 in postseason, has given up 2 runs in 21 innings, has struck out 38 batters in those 21 innings, and get this, has only walked 5 guys in postseason. The Dodgers rotation collectively in all the playoff games has a 1.40 ERA. Opponents, John, against the Dodgers in the playoffs are hitting 132. The Dodgers have given up only 2 home runs in all the playoffs. And the Dodgers, obviously, their starters are 9-1. And when you need somebody in the bullpen, you make the call. Roki Sasaki picks up the phone. Sasaki, 8 innings in the playoffs, has given up 1 run, 3 hits, has 6 strikeouts. He has become their closer. And the Dodgers are hitting the Blue Jays right from the get-go. Snell, Yamamoto, Glasnow, then Ohtani. That's their 4-man front. Long relief, Sheehan, Kershaw. Have to make a decision what they're doing with maybe the last relief spot. Is it Tanner Scott activated? Will it be Ben Kasparis? That bears watching. Here's a unique facet to this World Series. What's happened in every series leading into this one for the Dodgers? Ohtani has seen a lifetime of left-handed pitching. Toronto's rotation, all right-handers.
No, perfect.
Ohtani won't face any left-handers there.
Yeah, here we go.
And, of course, the Dodger bullpen has got some improvement. Vesia and Banda have really started to pitch well in their designed 7th and 8th inning roles to get the Dodgers to Sasaki. At home plate, Will Smith is hitting 286. Betts is hitting 283 in postseason. Edmonds hitting 286. Kiki Hernandez, super utility guys, hitting 306 in October. Granted, Ohtani's not hitting except for the bombs. He's hitting 220. Freddie Freeman, 236. Max Muncy, 214. The Dodgers in postseason are hitting as a team 256 with 13 home runs. I don't think we've seen the best of the Dodger lineup yet. We've obviously seen the gold standard pitching staff. As for the Blue Jays, Vlad is the man. Vlad Guerrero in the playoffs, 442, 6 home runs.
Wow.
George Springer's hitting 309. Lost in all the conversation in Toronto. Nobody's paying any attention to the rest of the batting order. Ernie Clements hitting 429. Addison Barger's hitting 333. And they got Varsho, they got Lukes, they got Kirk, they got Jimenez. As a playoff team, nobody's mentioned this. Toronto's hitting 296 in the playoffs.
Wow.
296 with 20 home runs. During the season, they hit 191 home runs on the season. And they get Bo Bichette back. Now, he's rusty, hasn't played for a month. Power hitting shortstop, but he's back in the lineup starting on Friday night. Burning question. I look at the Blue Jay rotation and I say, okay, you're going to hit me with the veteran Kevin Gausman. And you found this young AA pitcher who's so far in October really pitched well, Troy Savage. But you got Shane Bieber as your number 3 starter. And you got old folks, Max Scherzer as your number 4. And the bullpen's a little bit overworked. How many times can you go to Varland and Hoffman? But they have a lot. I think the storyline in Toronto, and they're getting no credit at all, they're a much better team at bat, aside from Vlad, than they are anywhere. So I'm just fascinated to see Dodger pitching versus Blue Jay home run hitters. Fascinated to see Ohtani against an all right-handed rotation, and will the rest of the Dodgers start to hit? At one point, my heart said, no, Dodgers are going to win the sucker in 4. Well, now when I broke down all the Blue Jays and the lineup, and what they compiled statistically in season and postseason, Toronto has a chance to hang in this one for a while. I don't think Toronto's got enough pitching. But the Jays are going to hit some bombs here. Of course, the Dodgers might hit some bombs too. So who's going to win? Right here. I got the Dodgers winning, and nobody expected Toronto. I was really hoping to be a Dodgers-Seattle series. Mariners feel miserable this week.
Ugh.
They call the season an absolute failure. It wasn't a failure. Raleigh, Suarez, Rodriguez, Naylor. I thought their starters had a case of stage fright. I thought the manager, Dan Wilson, might have mishandled the bullpen a little bit. Yanking starters early, not going to his closer when he needed to, especially in that 7th game with George Springer coming to the plate. But at the end of the day, Dodgers, Jays, Seattle's going to sit home and watch it. So that's what I think. What does John Riley in left field think?
Everything's going the Dodgers' way. Blake Snell is reinvented himself.
Yeah.
He's a scientist, and Roki Sasaki is the closer that they desperately needed all year. And Ohtani is a Superman. He can do no wrong. I mean, Kershaw makes the World Series roster, which I think that's good for baseball, but it's just more Dodgers. The Dodgers even have their own heaven, for Christ's sake. So they got everything. They do. And so, yeah, they're going to roll through this just like we expected. I hope the Blue Jays can make this entertaining. Wonderful. It got to a game 7, but I don't see any way they can be stopped. And by the way, if you look at the Jays roster, the one guy that I always enjoy watching is Kirk, that catcher.
He's from out here.
Yeah, he's from Tijuana, and he's like built like a freaking fire plug, that guy, and he can hit. I mean, he's like the cleanup hitter, and he's hella good.
He hits .222, but he hits bombs.
Yeah, he's and then it was great seeing Springer having that big hit. I mean, I wanted the Mariners to win, but Springer, man, 7th inning, I mean, that was clutch. And you kind of forgot about Springer. I mean, he was everywhere when he was with the Astros.
And he was hurt the last 2 years, and people started to think age has caught up to him. And all of a sudden, he had a good statistical season this season and postseason. He's hit some timely bombs.
Yeah, so, by the way, this is what's kind of cool about this World Series is that it's not just 2 American teams. Right. I always thought the World Series should be legit World Series, like the World Baseball Classic, sort of. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like that. I mean, I think, there's a lot of other America-Canada rivalry stuff going on outside of the world of sports. So this should be fun. And like you said, like the entire Canadian nation is behind because there's no more Montreal Expos. So they're all in on the Blue Jays. So this will be fun, but the Dodgers are going to win this thing in 4 or 5 games. I mean, it's just going to be easy pickings.
It's really weird because this morning, about an hour ago, they just released the TV ratings for the American League and the National League Championship Series. And the ALCS had monster television ratings here in the States and all-time record ratings in Canada.
Yeah.
In Canada, everybody stopped. They didn't watch NHL. They had an 8 million viewership for the final game between Toronto and Seattle. In Canada, 8 million.
Good for them. Yeah.
That's a phenomenal amount considering the population base isn't that big.
Yeah, so per capita, that's like, I don't know, half the country or something.
Yeah. And here in the States, it's weird. The numbers for the Dodgers in the NLCS were down like 14% nationwide. I don't know if people are turned off by the, quote, evil empire, or whether everybody expected the Dodgers to walk all over Milwaukee. But here we go. In Japan, all-time record.
Oh, yeah.
Through the roof, like 7 million per game in Japan to watch Ohtani and Roki.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My friends in Japan are totally hooked on the Dodgers. They don't even pay attention to the Japanese league very much anymore. It's just Dodgers worldwide. I'm sure there's probably, some tribal person somewhere in Central Asia. Man, they're tuning in and they're Dodger fans too.
Okay. Fans forum chat box is open just with this proviso. He's the one that sent the memo, dress accordingly. So I had to wear it. Feel free. Dodgers, good for baseball that this has happened. Blue Jays have a chance. Anybody from the old Canada network wants to join us early? Jump on board. We'll talk Dodgers. We'll talk Blue Jays. Love the Fall Classic. It's not what we thought. At one point, I thought Dodgers, Yankees, but that was not going to happen. Okay, we go from that. Next topic on the table.